Hello, bachcho. Are we live? Just give me a quick confirmation if we are live. We'll start the session. Yeah. So I think we are live. We are good to go. Hello, bachcho. Thank you so much. Yeah. So NEET PG 2026, NEET PG 2026 date is finally out. Your most beloved exam is on 30th August. ठीक है भाई लोग, 30th अगस्त को आएगा हमारा एग्जाम संडे को. सो वी हैव अराउंड 8 months लेफ्ट विद अस. ठीक है, 7 months, 8 months ही हैं इनफैक्ट. वी हैव 8 months लेफ्ट विद अस एंड इट इज ample of time, right? So let's wait for a couple of minutes. Let's wait for few of the students to join in, and then maybe we can start this session. Hello, hi Nitin, how are you? So are you an MBBS student, Nitin? Are you preparing for NEET PG or you're still in MBBS? And just give me a quick confirmation if my voice is audible and everything is fine, audio is okay. Yeah. So let's say ki the exam is on 30th August. You are an intern or a post intern who has just gotten the notification of NEET PG, and now you have come ki let's strategize our preparation over the next 8 months. Okay. Hi Praveen. Hello, hello. Nice to see you. All okay. Thank you, Vaishnav. Thank you for that confirmation. So in this scenario, what to do next? Now, I have recently posted this NEET PG strategy on the PW Medit channel. If you have not watched that video, please watch it. I have covered a lot more things there. Today is gonna be a little repeat of the same with slightly different timelines because अब हमारे पास एक डेट आ गई है 30th अगस्त की. ठीक है, स्ट्रैटेजी वही सेम रहने वाली है, बस थोड़ी टाइमलाइंस चेंज हो जाएंगी. ठीक है. हेलो अथोक, गुड इवनिंग. हेलो राहुल, हाय, हाउ आर यू? ठीक है. So what are we talking about now? What to do in the next 8 months? The good thing is that let's say you're watching this video in January, your exam is in August, and right in the middle, the INICET is there, and INICET is on 16th May, right? So you have 3 months, around Feb, March, April, middle of May, so around 3.5 months, 3 months, 20 days sort of for your INICET. That is also a very achievable exam, by the way. Now, what to do in these 8 months? So first of all, you target that till INICET, you will finish your first read. So the next 3 months, you'll try to finish your first read, especially if you are someone who is starting your preparation right now. Let's say you are an intern, you just completed your internship. Now you're thinking of giving this NEET PG as your last, as your only good attempt. You want to give it a very good attempt. So prepare for INICET. You say that I want to give INICET completing all the readings and also a 15-day revision before INICET. So this 30th April I have given you as a date. Till 30th April we'll finish at least 80% of our syllabus. That is all 19 subjects, at least 80% complete हो जाना चाहिए. फिर जो जॉब कर रहे हैं उनका क्या करना है, हाँ, I'll tell you about what to do for students who are doing jobs. So coming back, first reading till 30th April. Next 15 day we'll revise for INICET, and then for from INICET till 30th June we will do our first revision. So you have around 2 months here. You have around 2 months here, and then in the next 45 days we'll do our second revision, and then the last third revision in the last 15 days. So by this, we will be able to complete 3 good revision till our August exam, August 30th exam. Target INICET, finish your entire syllabus, at least 80% till INICET, revise for good 15 days before INICET. You know, and what will happen? Few of you will also get a good rank in INICET, and you might not have to give the August exam. Few of you will get such a rank that you might not get a branch of your choice, but you will feel very motivated that yes, I have gotten a good rank. Now my NEET PG rank will improve. So giving INICET is a must. INICET is must. देना ही देना है हमें. It is non-negotiable. Now, how to prepare for NEET, keeping NEET PG in mind. ठीक है, INICET की स्ट्रेटजी अलग होगी, नीट पीजी में कैसे सोचना है. सो फेज 1 इज अवर 3 months till 30th April. Here we will do the first reading and will make sure that our weak subjects are covered. Now, just look at this table. There are these 9 big subjects. There are 9 big subjects which constitute around 120 to 130 questions, right, out of the 19 subjects. So, biochemistry, microbiology, pathology, pharma, forensic, community medicine, medicine, surgery, and obs-gynae. These 9 subjects will constitute around 120 to 130 questions in your exam, right? And this is the data for the past 4 years, 21 to 24, right? And the last year NEET PG 2025, this year NEET PG was also reflective of the same. So in the next 3 months, you should make sure that these 9 subjects are very strong. These 9 subjects are very strong. So what to read in the next 3 months? So if you have read your main notes once, right, you have read your main notes during your MBBS, try reading them again and simultaneously annotating in RR. This is very important. ये बहुत सारे students miss कर देते हैं. They don't think that annotating in RR is important at this point. No, you have to plan for your next revisions. ये जो 45 days और ये जो 2 months में revision होने वाला है, इसके लिए तैयारी भी तो करनी है ना. कैसे होगा? आप तभी हो पाएगा जब आप इन 3 महीने में मटेरियल इकट्ठा करके कंसाइज करके रेडी रखोगे. योर आर नोट्स नीड टू बी annotated, they need to be consolidated, right? And simultaneously in the next 3 months you make a 20th notebook. ठीक है, तो इन तीनों मंथ में कंसेप्ट बिल्डिंग भी होगी एंड आर एनोटेशन भी होगा एंड 20th नोटबुक भी बनाई जाएगी. Now in this 20th notebook, what are you going to write? What are you going to write? This 20th notebook does not have to be a choti si copy. It can be a bigger copy also, but you will write whatever stuff you are forgetting. So let's say ट्राइड्स के नाम नहीं याद रह रहे, स्कोरिंग सिस्टम्स, क्लासिफिकेशन सिस्टम्स, anatomical structure, for example muscles or soles of foot or muscles of mastication. Every time there is one question on this. So these things you can note down in a separate notebook so that your cognitive load reduces. ठीक है, so before every GT you just revise your 20th notebook, get a hold of what are the forgetful subjects, what are forgetful topics, and then vomit it out on the next GT. This is going to be our strategy for the first 3 months. So what are we going to do? These 9 subjects will make very strong. We're going to read the main notes and simultaneously annotate them in our RR notes so that our subsequent revisions become easy. And we are going to make a 20th notebook in which we are going to write forgetful stuff. This forgetful stuff is specific to you. You know what you are forgetting. Once we are done with these 9 subjects, then we will go to anat, physio, pediatrics, and then minors. Now, minors ke liye you can directly jump to RR notes because most of the important stuff that is asked in the exam is covered in the RR notes. Now, what should your daily schedule sort of look like in the next 3 months? Like, if you are someone who is not doing a job, you are sitting at home, you are preparing for this NEET PG exam, and if you are someone who studies late at night, like me, I used to study at night. I'm a night owl. So I'll wake up at around 9:30, 10, get fresh, go for a short, small, go for breakfast, and then I'll do a 3-hour study session. I'll do this 3-hour study session from 10:30 to 1:30. Now, idea is that before lunch, I should have a 3-hour study continuous because I want to prepare myself for this 3-hour exam. So my study schedule should also reflect that. So lunch से पहले 3 घंटे खत्म कर दो पढ़ाई करके. Then have 1 hour lunch. Then a 1.5 hour study session, half an hour lunch, and then another 1.5 hour study session. Now, then again 1 hour break, you have your evening snacks, go for tea, go for have some juice at Seni Juice Corner in Gautam Nagar if you're someone staying there. And then before dinner, do another 2-hour study session. Now, this 2-hour study session, you can also take help from some YouTube videos. There are a lot of marathons, one-shot revision, PYQ revision series, which is available on our PW Medit channel. This 2-hour study session, you can utilize for watching that because, after this 7 hours of study during the day, you don't really feel like opening the book. So just listen passively to something the teacher is teaching you. then have dinner, 1 hour dinner, and at night do some questions from 10:30 to around 1:30. So again, 3 hours study session at night. Now this will constitute around 10 to 11 hours of study. 10 to 11 hours of study for you guys. Okay? Which is a lot. Like if you are studying more than 8 hours, it is very, very good. Very excellent, in fact. Excellent. Now, for those of you who are in your jobs, right? In your jobs, let's say your job is from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Right? So you study from 7 to 9, 9 to 10, have a dinner break, talk to your spouse or your family. Then again from 10 to 12 or 10 to 1, sorry. Again from 10 to 1, you have to study. So daily, at least 5 hours, you make sure that you are studying if you are in a job. It is must. It is non-negotiable. Daily you have to study. And 2 months before the exam, 2 months before the exam, you have to leave your job. Because now this exam demands you to study for 20 to 12 hours a day. Right? So if you're someone who is doing a job, this is the schedule for you. So in the first read, we have covered the all the subjects. We have done from RR notes. We've annotated them in our RR notes. And for minors, we're just reading the RR notes. Now, what should be the GT strategy now? So start giving GTs early after completing the 4-5 subjects. So let's say you're done with path, micro, forensic, pharma, and physiology. You start giving GTs. Right? Start giving GTs. And initially the frequency can be once per month. And later on, you can increase that to once per week. Now give full exam simulations. There should be no break. So 3 hours you have to sit in front of the computer. It's not like it take 100 questions ke baad I'll take a break, do another 100 questions later. No. And GT analysis is very, very important. It is as important as in fact giving a GT. You write down in a separate copy which questions you are getting wrong and which questions you guessed. So whichever questions you guessed and they were right and wrong, you should know the reason. You should know the reason. And so GT analysis is very, very important in that aspect. Now, MCQ solving, which questions to solve, PYQs or question bank. So first of all, PYQ doing is a mandatory thing. This is not something that you can avoid. And how many years of PYQs? I would say 8 years of PYQs. Do all NEET-PG, INICET and FMG. FMG especially last 3 years. Especially because now in the last 3 years, FMG and NEET-PG questions are almost same level, right? So you have to cover the FMG questions as well. And in fact, INICET, FMG, NEET-PG, the questions sort of rotate within each other. In fact, in this year's FMG, there was a question from November INICET, right? The TTNB question, if some of you remember. So you have to do all three exams, unfortunately. And so doing PYQs of the last 8 years will constitute around 6,000, 7,000 PYQs. And that is a lot of questions to practice, by the way. Now, for more specific Q bank, do you have to do entire Q bank now if you're starting now? No. You can do some PYT based Q bank. So for example, if you're getting questions on ECG wrong, do question bank of ECG. If you're getting questions on acid base balance wrong, do question bank of acid base balance. Selective question bank karna hai hame, but PYQs are to be mandatorily done. Now, extra points, whichever you get from these PYQs or your question, annotate them in your 20th notebook or your RR notes, whichever you are making your last revisable resource. So will it be advantage as it makes us feel little relaxing? So रुचि देखो जब टाइम ज़्यादा मिलता है रिलैक्स तो हो जाते हो बट हमें सब स्टूडेंट्स का सोचना है मे बी देर मस्ट बी स्टूडेंट्स हु हैव जस्ट completed their internship and they were thinking ki if the exam was in June then maybe our preparation would not have been so good. So for them it's a blessing, right? Now, if you are a post intern, you have already taken a drop, maybe you might get a little laxed. You have already covered the syllabus a little bit, but still, I would say अगर अभी पढ़ने का मन नहीं भी कर रहा तो क्वेश्चन प्रैक्टिस तो स्टार्ट कर लो, ठीक है? डोंट स्टॉप डूइंग क्वेश्चंस राइट नाउ, if you're a post intern especially, right? So revision is the key, and attend some offline classes if that subject is weak. So for example, what do I mean by this? So for example, my ENT and ophtha were very weak, and I thought that I can't go back to textbooks. If I start watching main videos, it will take me 15 days to complete a subject. I don't have that much time. So what did I do? I attended an offline class of Thal. There was an offline class happening in Gautam Nagar. 3 days, 4 days, entire Ophtha got covered. I got to know the important topics. The teacher explained me as well, and then I started doing questions and QBank. So this is sort of a cheat code that if you're weak in a particular subject, attend its offline class, and the teacher gives you a whole crux of that topic, right? And lastly, the most important thing is, the most important thing, more important than giving GTs, doing QBank, is making revisable notes, right? Because it is a game of revision. NEET PG is a game of revision. It's not like NEET UG कि जितने ज़्यादा क्वेश्चंस प्रैक्टिस करोगे उतना ज़्यादा फायदा होगा। भाई रिवीजन का गेम है। NEET PG is a game of revision. If you're able to revise everything, all 19 subjects in last 15 days, bhai, believe me, you will get a top 10, top 1000 rank. But all 19 subjects revise करने last 15 days में, not only the bookmark questions, नहीं, हमें फटाफट revise करने हैं all 19 subjects in the last 15 days, right? So this is your brief introduction. What should be your plan going forward? This is the broad timeline that you guys should follow till 30th August. 3 revisions and 1 solid reading. This reading has to be very important because in this reading you will be concising your material. Now I'll take some questions. If you have any questions, let's take them one by one. सर क्या मैं कोई जॉब ज्वाइन कर लूँ एज एमओ? आई कंप्लीटेड माय फर्स्ट रीड। यार देखो स्काई, अगर फाइनेंशियल इश्यूज नहीं है, अगर कोई प्रेशर नहीं है, यू कैन सस्टेन योर सेल्फ, देन आई वुड नॉट सजेस्ट यू टू टेक द जॉब, बिकॉज एक बार जॉब ज्वाइन कर लेते हैं ना आप, स्पेशली अभी, तो फिर थोड़ा टाइम कम रह जाता है आपके पास ना, यू सॉर्ट ऑफ बिकम मोर लैक्स्ड आई वुड से, या आपके पास टाइम ही कम पड़ जाता है पढ़ने का। तो आई वुड नॉट रिकमेंड रियली। सर संकल्प ग्रुप कॉपीराइट हो गया मतलब? वेयर लाइव क्लासेस नाउ सर? संकल्प ग्रुप ही नहीं बचा। संकल्प ग्रुप का तो नया बैच स्टार्ट हो गया ना, देयर इज न्यू बैच ऑफ संकल्प ग्रुप विच इज ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड। टेस्ट भी हो गया उसमें एक, मैंने ही किया है रेडियोलॉजी का टेस्ट। इट हैज ऑलरेडी स्टार्टेड संकल्प बैच फॉर 2026 नीट। ठीक है, दूसरा लाइव क्लासेस होते हैं यार, बहुत सारी लाइव क्लासेस होती हैं, गौतम नगर में होती हैं ऑफलाइन क्लासेस, और प्लेटफॉर्म पे भी होती हैं ऑफलाइन क्लासेस, ऑनलाइन ऑफलाइन लाइव बैचेस। अच्छा, टेलीग्राम संकल्प ग्रुप तो है, बेबी है। संकल्प नीट पीजी एनआईसीटी बैच तो है बेबी, बट दैट इज नॉट रियली माई मेन एम। अच्छा, सारे मैसेजेस डिलीट हो गए, हाँ। पुराने मैसेजेस तो अभी भी हैं, न्यू मैसेजेस हैव बीन डिलीटेड। 25 से स्टार्ट है। चलो नया टेलीग्राम ग्रुप बनाएंगे फिर, ठीक है? मेरा टेलीग्राम ग्रुप ज्वाइन करो, नहीं तो आई हैव माई ओन टेलीग्राम ग्रुप, अभी स्टार्ट किया है। सर सिटिंग एट होम इज़ वेरी मोनोटोनस एंड बोरिंग फॉर मी, डूइंग अ जॉब आई वोंट बी एबल टू स्टडी। देखो अगर मोनोटोनस है घर पे बैठना तो फिर लाइब्रेरी ज्वाइन कर लो। मोस्ट ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स ज्वाइन अ लाइब्रेरी, एंड इट ऑल्सो डिपेंड्स विच स्टेज ऑफ प्रिपरेशन यू आर इन। लाइक अगर आपने एक अटैम्प्ट दे दिया है, सब कुछ पढ़ लिया है, अभी 8 महीने बाद है एग्जाम, तो मे बी 2-3 महीने के लिए कर लो, बट अगेन 2-3 महीने के लिए कोई जॉब मिलेगी नहीं ना, दैट इज द होल इशू। लाइक मैं तो पर्सनली आई वुड रिकमेंड कि अगर सस्टेन कर सकते हो तो अ, पढ़ लो। अगर लग रहा है कि भाई पता नहीं अनसर्टेनिटी है इस बार होगा कि नहीं हो गया होगा, 2 बार दे चुके हैं, तो कर लो फिर ज्वाइन। हाँ, टेस्ट एंड डिस्कशन की बात करते हैं। टीएनडी का क्या रोल है? टेस्ट एंड डिस्कशन। नाउ टेस्ट एंड डिस्कशन एक बहुत अच्छा प्रोडक्ट है उन बच्चों के लिए जो एक बार पढ़ चुके हैं। सो लेट्स से बहुत सारे अभी स्टूडेंट्स बोल रहे थे ना कि हमें एमओ की वी वांट टू जॉइन अ जॉब। सो आई वुड से कि भाई जॉइन अ टेस्ट एंड डिस्कशन, इट विल गिव यू अ शेड्यूल ए। सो मोस्ट ऑफ द टेस्ट एंड डिस्कशन नाउअडेज आर फास्ट ट्रैक टीएनडीज। So fast track T&Ds complete your syllabus in around 90 days to 100 days, right? So आप 2-3 साइकिल ऑफ टेस्ट एंड डिस्कशन भी कर सकते हो। तो अगर आप एक रिपीटर हो, अगर आपने ऑलरेडी नीट पीजी दे रखा है और आपको अभी मन नहीं कर रहा है बुक पढ़ने का, घर पे सीरियसनेस नहीं होती, तो टेस्ट एंड डिस्कशन ज्वाइन करो। उसमें एक स्केड्यूल मिल जाता है, स्टडी अकॉर्डिंग टू दैट स्केड्यूल। नाउ इफ यू आर समवन हु इज जस्ट फिनिश इंटर्नशिप, ठीक है, एंड यू आर नाउ स्टार्टिंग योर प्रेप, तो भाई आई वुड नॉट सजेस्ट दैट you join a test and discussion now, especially because most TNDs are now fast track TNDs. Like if you get a TND which goes on till August, maybe that you can join, but I'm not aware of such. So first 3 months till April you do self study. You make a schedule that I'll spend 10 days in path, 10 days in pharma, uh, 10 days in obs and gynae, etc. Again, you can find my videos on the same. And then you finish everything in April. And from April onwards or after INICET, then you join a fast track TND. हाँ, तो सौरभ, इफ यू आर स्टार्टिंग योर प्रिपरेशन, अभी डू सेल्फ स्टडी। ठीक है, एक शेड्यूल बनाओ कि इतने 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 दिन मैं इस सब्जेक्ट को दूंगा, इस सब्जेक्ट को दूंगा, इस सब्जेक्ट को दूंगा। एवरीथिंग शुड फिनिश बाय 30th April, एंड आफ्टर 30th April यू ज्वाइन अ टेस्ट एंड डिस्कशन। इंटर्नशिप विल एंड ऑन फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ अप्रैल। सो अगर फर्स्ट वीक ऑफ अप्रैल में इंटर्नशिप खत्म हो रही है, सो टिल योर इंटर्नशिप एंड्स एटलीस्ट डू दीज 9 सब्जेक्ट। सो 9 सब्जेक्ट्स हैं हमारे पास, ठीक है, बायोकेम, माइक्रो, पैथ, फार्मा, फोरेंसिक, कम्युनिटी मेडिसिन, मेडिसिन, सर्जरी, ऑब्स्ट्रिन। ये 9 सब्जेक्ट्स आपको इंटर्नशिप एंड खत्म होने से पहले एक बार रीड कर लेना है, उसके बाद टीएनडी ज्वाइन कर लेना। यार मेरा टेलीग्राम चैनल मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल पे आपको मिल जाएगा, वहां से क्लिक करके पहुंच जाओ। ठीक है, सो एनी मोर क्वेरीज, एनी मोर डाउट्स? Sir, I never did medicine main video. Is doing full lectures of medicine necessary? No. For medicine, very good question. So for medicine, only RR notes. मेडिसिन के लिए बस आरआर नोट्स पढ़ने हैं, वीडियोस भी नहीं देखने हैं। आरआर नोट्स ही पढ़ लो, बहुत अच्छे हैं आरआर नोट्स। संतोष सर ने बहुत अच्छे से आरआर नोट्स बनाए हैं, बस आरआर नोट्स ही पढ़ने हैं। जिस प्लेटफॉर्म के पढ़ने हैं उससे पढ़ लो, सब जगह मेडिसिन के आरआर नोट्स आर गुड। मेन लेक्चर्स, फुल लेक्चर्स देखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है ना। मेडिसिन में ना कुछ स्पेसिफिक टॉपिक्स होते हैं, जैसे कि आपका हो गया एसिड बेस, जैसे कि हो गया आपका इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, ईसीजी, पॉइजनिंग, ठीक है। इनके आप एक बार मेन वीडियोस देख लो, ठीक है, बिकॉज एसिड बेस समझना थोड़ा मुश्किल है। एंड इसके आप मेन क्यू बैंक भी कर लो, बिकॉज एक दो क्वेश्चन एसिड बेस से हर बार 100% श्योर शॉट है। इलेक्ट्रोलाइट से एक क्वेश्चन 100% आएगा, ईसीजी से 2 क्वेश्चन 100% आएंगे। तो इनको आप स्पेंड कर लो थोड़ा टाइम, इनके बस मेन वीडियोस देख लो, बट फुल लेक्चर देखने की जरूरत नहीं है। ठीक है, एनी मोर क्वेरी, एनी मोर क्वेश्चन? Else we'll finish today's live session. तो टेलीग्राम वाले लाइव सेशन होंगे इस बार भी होंगे। एनाटमी के लिए आप बस आर आर नोट्स ही देखो, आर वीडियोस देख लो। और एक बार ना क्रेनियल नर्व्स वाला पार्ट है, एक बार मेन वीडियो से देख लेना। ठीक है, सो विल कॉल इट अ डे। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग इन, and if you have any query you can message me on Instagram as well. My handle is dr.rishabh2970. Okay, so I'll reply to you there. So let's call it a day. Thank you so much, and all the very best for your NEET PG.